Have you ever felt like you're shouting into the void, trying to be heard above the roar of social media updates, group texts, and every well-meaning voice offering advice? Yet somehow, the person who barely says a word holds the room. In a culture that equates volume with value, the real power moves quietly. The ancient Stoics, men like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, understood this better than anyone. True mastery isn't about overpowering others, it's about conquering yourself. Today, I want to share 4 transformative habits that will help you step out of the chaos, cultivate an unshakable presence, and let your life speak for you. 1. Pause and observe before you react. Imagine you're at a party. The music's loud, conversations are overlapping, and everyone's jostling to make their point. Then there's that person in the corner, calm, attentive, reading the room like an expert. You can't help but wonder what they see that everyone else misses. When you learn to pause, to take a breath and truly observe, you unlock one of the most powerful tools in any human interaction. Rather than jumping in to defend your perspective or fear missing out, let silence be your ally. Watch the subtle body language, who leans closer, who glances away, whose voice tightens. Listen not only to the words spoken, but to the spaces between them, where people's true intentions hide. In practice, this might look like holding back a quick rebuttal when someone interrupts you in a meeting, or resisting the impulse to reply instantly to a provocative text message. As you cultivate this habit, you'll begin to see patterns: who can be trusted, who is bluffing, where the real energy is flowing. And when you finally choose to speak, your words will land with far more impact, because you've already done the work of understanding. 2. Let your actions roar, your words whisper. We live in an era of endless announcements. I'm starting a business. I'm going vegan. I'm going to run a marathon. But how many of those declarations are still going strong 6 months later? The Stoics teach us that action is the only language that endures. Instead of broadcasting every intention, simply show up and do the work. Then let the results speak for themselves. Think of 2 friends who decide to learn guitar. One posts daily updates, live streams practice sessions, and seeks constant validation. The other slips into the basement each evening, plays scales until calluses form, and never mentions it online. 6 months later, you can guess who's playing the bar gig. Not the one asking for applause, but the one quietly honing his craft. When you make your life a series of deliberate, consistent actions, without demanding external praise, you build a reputation so solid that it needs no marketing. People start whispering your name. Did you hear what she's built? That's the sound of influence. 3. Detach from outcomes. Own your effort. If you've ever been paralyzed by fear of failure or obsessed with getting likes, notifications, or approval, you know how easy it is to become a slave to outcomes. Stoicism offers a radical solution: amor fati, loving whatever fate brings. Focus your energy entirely on what you can control, your choices, your effort, your attitude, and let go of the rest. Picture 2 writers. One agonizes over every comment on their blog, tailoring posts to chase clicks and retweets. The other writes daily, submits to journals, and accepts rejection as part of the process. Who do you think publishes the novel? When you detach from the need for a specific result, you become fearless, because you know your value isn't tied to a single email response or approval rating. Every no simply refines your craft. Every yes is a welcome, but not a requirement. You free yourself from anxiety and open up mental space for creativity, courage, and calm determination. 4. Forge character through daily discipline. All of the above hinge on one thing: self-discipline. True character isn't sculpted in moments of comfort or applause, but in the quiet struggles no one else sees. It's waking up when the world is still asleep, honoring the promise you made to yourself, and choosing integrity over convenience every single day. This could look like reading a page of philosophy each morning before checking your phone, writing in a journal to clarify your values, or practicing kindness in small, unnoticed ways. Holding the door, listening without interrupting, sending a note of gratitude. Over time, these small acts compound into a fortress of self-respect. When a crisis hits, a betrayal, a setback, a personal loss, you won't break because your strength isn't borrowed from anyone else's approval. It's built on the rock-solid foundation of your own habits. Putting it all together, when you weave these 4 principles into your life, you won't need to chase influence, because influence will find you. Pause, breathe, and observe first, so you react with insight, not impulse. Act. Let your daily consistency and silent achievement speak louder than any social media post. Detach. Pour your energy into effort and intention. Release your grip on outcomes. Endure. Build your character through unseen discipline. Stand firm in chaos. If you're ready to step out of the noise and into a steadier, stronger way of living, hit subscribe and leave a comment with the word stillness. Let's build our own quiet power, one deliberate choice at a time.